One of my favorite things you ever said to me is that people come into your life for 4 different reasons. What are they?
To add, subtract, multiply, or divide.
Which ones of those
Choose wisely.
Which ones of those should you water? If those are 4 gardens, which ones of those should you water?
I'm taking all of the calls, the people that want to add to the bank account, that want to multiply the shows. I'm ignoring anybody that want to subtract or divide.
Listen, I understand that I'm not a member of that generation. And as someone once, a very smart person once said to me in a presentation that I saw, my generation, we are technology immigrants. We weren't born here. We didn't learn about this when we were kids growing up in it. So I understand that this is not something that we're native to. But I will say this, that you do learn some things over the course of your life. And interacting with people who in no way have your best interest in heart. And I'm not talking about BT, by the way. I know Brandon Tierney. He's a smart guy. He's entitled to his opinion. And whatever his opinion is, it's fine. He puts it out there. That's what he does for a living. But there is 0 reason and 0 benefit, I don't care what anyone says, to Kevin Durant interacting with people whom he will never see, will never hear from, and who by no means have his best interest at heart. And there is nothing anyone is ever going to tell me that is going to convince me otherwise.
Who cares?
I think he cares.
Yeah, but who cares? This is who Kevin Durant has always been. It's always been. And it's fine to sit up here and say there's nothing to your benefit to respond.
You don't think this diminishes him in any way?
You don't know that's not to his benefit to
Kevin
respond.
Durant is a 31-year-old guy worth $500 million who has all the business interests in the world and one of the great. I don't think this drives him.
I think you're wrong. I think that drives him.
Responding to random people on Twitter is the reason he's so great.
You know why? Because in the elite athlete, I have to find other ways that motivate me. I have to find things that you may not understand because you may not be in the same position as Kevin Durant, but I need to find things that motivate me. Something that motivates me may not be something that motivates you, but it motivates me.
Jalen, you're closer in age to me. What do you make of that?
I just think that you don't have anything to gain by beefing down. And that's to your point. If Kevin seems to be going at a peer or in a level of competition or it seems to have an end game, it kind of matters. But Jay,
Isn't this always what fans have wanted, though, Jalen? Isn't this what social media was built for? To have to hear the real live streaming thoughts of what individuals think that you never had a chance to interact with and engage with them for who they really. This is who Kevin Durant really is. But he engages back and forth with people.
Correct. By the way, I've had my phases on social media where I used to respond to people who gave negative criticism, and then I realized that it didn't matter, and then I would ignore them. So I understand what you're saying, Jay. But here's my line of demarcation. He has shown us that he can be bothered by things that happen on social media, and they can really get under his skin to the point where he would create a burner account to talk about his former team, his former coach.
He addressed that on our show. He talked about that in his evolution.
I have to ask a question, because you know him better than anybody at this table. Was one of the reasons that he came back last year and played when he shouldn't have the fact that he was hearing all of this criticism out there? He's not tough enough. He doesn't want to play for his team. That all the stuff that happened when he came to Golden State and people called it a weak move. Is that one of the reasons he came back and played when in his heart of hearts he probably knew he should?
To say it wasn't a factor, I would be remiss not to say that. I think it was slightly a factor, but I also think it was a fact that Kevin wants to compete. He wants to be that player that he knows he is. He's a dog. That's how he looks at it. Same way LeBron would want to come back and compete. But all I'm saying, and back to your point real quick, J. Rose, is that I hear you, but there's been an evolution for Kevin. I watched him from the burner account to where he is now, and he's willing to engage. I like the fact that he's engaging because it shows the fact that things still piss him off, and he's going to bring that venom back into next year. This is who he is, guys. Regardless of whether you like it or not, you're getting a front row seat to a Showtime event.
So let me make one other thing.
Last thought.
So let's just put this on the table. Are we acknowledging that the Knicks would it be acknowledged different if they're struggling than when the Nets are?
Of course.
And why is that?
Because the Knicks are a historical franchise with all the tradition and history, although most of it lately has been bad.
That's only here in New York, my man. You don't hear other states or other media outlets talk about
what will happen next year. Right now, Bobby Marks, hold on one second, Mark, I'm sorry, but I have to. Bobby Marks yesterday got into this mess or just chimed in and said, the Nets are playing $50 million worth of talent, and they have $70 million on the bench. When those two guys come back healthy next year, if they are the best team in the Eastern Conference, which they might be, will they take over the town?
They're going to be eye to eye with the Milwaukee Bucks as the best teams in the Eastern Conference.
Will they take over the town? Will they become relevant in the way that people are saying they
will definitely be must-see TV. But Jay, The Clippers and the Nets ain't in a position to take over the town just yet. They're going to
Well,
have to win the
if the
championship.
Lakers did not have LeBron James, we would be talking about Kawhi Leonard and Paul George every single day.
How about
that
this?
would be the case for the Nets, Jalen
The
Rose.
Nets and the Knicks aren't even a rivalry.
Okay, well, so we've gotten
You know
we'll
what?
leave it there.
You know what?
I'll
left
leave
me
it
on
there.
ESPN countdown.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube.
For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app.
And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.